Hey yo, how's it going everybody? That was EFG here. Welcome back to another day. Hope everyone's having a great day. Trying to keep this one short and simple because I noticed I rambled quite a bit yesterday. Apologies. So we're going to get straight into it. Today we are having a look at the door speakers in the FG Falcon. And I'm going to show you guys how you get into it, how you have a look at it, and what you need to do to change them out. Because I know myself personally, I already changed mine out. They are not good stock. So I'm going to show you guys how to put in your own special ones, whatever you choose, and make your FG sound a whole lot better. So let's get straight into that. Digging straight into it, I'm going to do from the driver's main door here. So the main thing we're looking for is the screw down at the bottom here underneath this cover. And you will find, I believe it's 3 or 4 across the bottom, if the camera's going to focus enough. Actually 2, might be more, I can't tell it right at the moment. And that's pretty much the general consensus, is you want to get that screw and those 2 or 3 at the bottom out, and then you should be able to pretty much wiggle this off. So, alrighty, so what you're after is one of these screw heads here. You need these to get through. I believe it's the T25. I will have to double check which one I have. I'll let you guys know after I unscrew this, but go around and get those screws. For this one in here, you'll just have this little rubber bit up here. You want to get something, probably a plastic puller if you got one, and just push down and pull out, and it should all come out and you'll find the screw under. Alrighty, so yeah, this is a T20 bit, and these are the screws you got here. You get 2 of those and you pull this out, and that's when it shows a screw at the bottom. When you do that, you just lift this up. I've got to undo a bit more. And you lift that out, and that gets your door handle out. And I believe, with a little bit of himmery-jiggery, you should be able to pull this off. Silly me, forgot the actual most simplest one you got to actually do here. This bar. You got to pull this off. I'd suggest starting from here. Be careful, unlike me who was not and scratched the hell out of this. But you want to pry up here, pull back, there's a clip there, and then we come back to here, you want to slide it this way. So pull it out, because this hook actually goes in like that, and that's what hooks it in. So you want to pull off here, pull back, and then there might be another clip here, and then you want to pull out that way, kind of like twisting it out. Yep, do that, and that'll come out, and there should be another 1 or 2 screws in behind there. So yeah, you want to get it, pull back, there'll be 1 clip, oh, and yeah, there you go. Sometimes you get lucky, but it'll hook in there. So you got a screw here and screw there, which apparently I don't have one, so I must have pulled it out at some point. But you got a screw in here, so you want to get that one out, and the door should pretty much pull off. You want to start, give it a tug there, and work your way up and around, and it should all clip out. Alrighty, once you got that off, you should see it pop back. Let's see if I can get a decent focus here. So you'll have your wires for your switch control and your actual door lever. So let's see if I can get in there. For the door lever, you just want to see if you can pull this out, which I believe is push back or push up. Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. So you just push that out and then lift this up, and that comes out. And then down here, you'll have to feel around it, and you should find a clip where you can squeeze it. Okay, well, I'm not going to try and focus the camera in that, but yeah, you find the clip and squeeze, and it'll pull out, especially on this bottom one. Yeah, the clip's at the bottom. So you can just pull them out, and once you get those out, mounted access to everything under the door. So this is just, I'm guessing it's some sort of sound deadening. It's not good, we all know this. But yeah, so this one has a clip. This one, I believe, actually just pretty much pulls out. Yeah, it does. So I've made a bit of custom work for my one because, well, I have a different size speaker, but obviously you don't have to do this if you've got the right size. You'll have your 3 bolts, and you'll probably have your casing here if you don't actually have any other aftermarkets already installed. Whew, catch me breath here, it's a bit exhausting in the summer. But yeah, so you'll have your bracket here with your speaker sitting out. Take the 3 bolts out, and then I'll get the whole assembly out. Now please, before you go touching wires and pulling stuff, turn your car completely off, disconnect your battery. I'm not doing that, so I'm not going to worry about it, but please do, just in case. Now, they should be clipped straight into the actual plastic casing for the speaker, so you'll be able to unplug that directly and take the whole speaker and, you know, bin it. You know, no, I usually have bins there, but bin it. And then you'll be able to start installing your own speaker. Now, for custom install jobs, I'd suggest looking at what other experts have done. I'm no expert. so I could do a video, but I'm no expert, so I'm gonna avoid it at the moment. But basically any speaker will work as long as it's within the similar watt rating of what you come with in the car, which most speakers these days do. They stick with a pretty average rating and it should work. In my case, I've just used a wooden block to mount the 3 screws and mounted the speaker inside to actually fit it in the gap. If you can modify the stock plastic casing and tear out the speaker, that will fit easier and nicer if you can do all that. But in my case, it just wasn't working, so I used some wooden bracketing. Everything still works perfect in my case, so if you want to, take some inspiration, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but you can. But after that, it's pretty much all stripping, wiring, and connecting, which again, I'd recommend an expert. I'm 20, I'm no expert. I can do it, but I'm no expert. Yeah, I'm going to emphasize that. But afterwards, yeah, you can click it all back together however you've done it. Put it all in, bolt it all together, make sure it's secure, because trust me, vibration is nothing fun. And the last thing you want to do is get a big speaker and mount it this shallow as well, because that window panel has to fit behind it. So keep that in mind, and you should be good. Putting all this back together is pretty much what we did, but in reverse. You want to click these back in, put the little pin rod back in the latch and lock this into the plastic bit to hold it all steady. And then this has several clips which actually go into these black clip points. Yeah, there's another one there, so on and so forth. Click it all back in, put the screw back in, the top one up here, and if you've still got yours, I don't know why I don't have mine, put that one back in, cover that back up, screw back in there with your handle. You can cover it back up whenever you're ready, and don't forget the 3 at the bottom. And yeah, your speaker upgrade is completed. Don't expect your full performance, especially if you're like me and you have the stock unit, because the stock unit just doesn't keep up. You will get a lot better audio by putting these good speakers in there, but again, don't expect that much better until you either put an aftermarket unit in of some kind, or you're a tech wizard and you got something flashy. But yeah, that's pretty much how it's all done. Nothing too flashy, pretty basic stuff. I did this mostly because one of you guys actually asked me to do it, and I do remember when I was doing this, there actually wasn't too much information on just how to do it. Half people trying to actually do this thing have a general idea, but want a little bit of a guidance so they don't break parts. Just be careful. In my case, I had to use a flathead screw. Don't do that. Use a plastic trim removal tool for most of the work. It'll save your stuff from getting scratched up like crazy, like mine has. But otherwise, yeah, that's all there is to it. Nothing too flashy. Let me know if you guys want me to show you how to do other stuff. Like I said, no expert. Clearly show I'm no expert. But I'm going to get snappy right to it. I want to show you anything you want to know about how to do these little DIY jobs at home that don't take too much expertise. Just remember, be safe, have fun, enjoy what you got. Catch you guys next time.